Joining us now are a couple of artists who will be participating in this year's Ann Arbor Art Fair, which will be on July 21st through 23rd on 30 blocks of the city, featuring thousands of artists from Michigan and all around the world. Joining us now are Yuliya Fox and Kenzi Cieslinski, who are the co-owners of Wolf Leathers, joining us on the Megacast. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate having both of you on. So first, can you tell us a little bit about the art that you do and that will be seen featured at this year's Ann Arbor Art Fair?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are leather workers. So our main medium is obviously leather, and we specifically feature totes. So this is our main seller. This is what we're known for, is our bucket bag tote bags. And we do the hand stitching on all of our products as well. So we've got these big, large tote bags. We've got some smaller bags that are crossbody bags. We do some wallets and some stuff like that also, but kind of just more of a women's line of bags, leather bags.
So one thing that is interesting about your pieces is that you choose leather that has imperfections on it. It may not be in ideal or perfect condition, so to speak, and you use that kind of leather for your products. What was the inspiration behind that decision?
Yep. So the tannery that we use is actually very close to us. So we handpick all the leathers at the tannery, and the tannery specifically focuses on shoe leather. And this shoe leather, these shoe companies don't really want to see these brand marks or any other imperfections in that leather in their shoe products. So the tannery ends up with this pile of leathers that's just absolutely stunning, and it's got brands. So just like this pink one here, this is an actual brand from the cow. Same with this tote here. You can see there's an actual brand here as well. So the inspiration for that really just came from making something that's unique. I mean, each one of us is different. None of us are the same. We all have imperfections. And we just wanted to embrace that in our work. And actually, I want you to have a bag that's unique, that speaks to you, and that is going to be unique to you. So that's why we focus generally on, off colors, anything that has the brand, stuff like that, just to make you feel unique and make you feel like you actually bought a piece that was made for you.
And there's also the connection to those animals that do go into making these products. As you mentioned, that the leather companies, when they're receiving these leathers and these imperfections that are naturally becoming of those cows that are then used for that leather, it also kind of gives a nice connection to those animals that are ultimately going to be utilized in this fashion, for the art itself of making these products, but also for the people that will be using these.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a big, it's kind of a big debate among people, but leather is no animal is ever killed for its hide. This is just a byproduct of the meat industry. So if we don't do something with it, it literally is waste. So I kind of see it as just coming full circle, that we can actually use something that would otherwise be just a waste product.
And it is from the shoe industry, as you said, and so it is ensuring that these leathers are being used. They don't end up in a landfill somewhere, or they don't end up as entirely waste from the sacrifice, of course, of those animals that go into it. We're joined by Yuliya Wolf and Kenzi Cieslinski, who are the co-owners of Wolf Leathers, joining us on the Michigan Megacast. You can find them both at the Ann Arbor Art Fair, July 21st through 23rd in Ann Arbor. 30 blocks of the city will be encompassing this art show. 3 different art shows, in fact, and also additional entertainment. More information available on the art show's website, the Ann Arbor Art Fair.org. That's the Ann Arbor Art Fair.org for more information. So we have the two of you here from Wolf Leathers, but Wolf Leathers is a team of 3. Who else do you work with, and what is your team dynamic like as you're creating these products?
Yeah, so it's my husband, actually. So my husband and I started the business together a few years ago, and Kenzi, who I've now worked with for, I think, a long time, about 7 years. We worked at a different job together. I snagged her up last year, and she became a vital element to the team. My husband does a lot of the prep work for, he cuts all the totes and all the straps and everything completely by hand, ruler and razor blade. And then Kenzi, she's actually sitting here sewing one of our tote bags, because we sew everything by hand. When Kenzi joined the team, she has brought so much creativity and so much inspiration. You know, it's just nice having a third brain to bounce ideas off of, especially when all of this hand stitching is unique to each and every tote. So the three of us have really put in a lot of effort to, you know, build what we've built. I mean, it's pretty crazy what we started with and what we currently are doing. We're working on a very large scale at this point.
Yeah, and it's interesting too, with every form of art, you want to have that kind of connection to the artist and understand in some way what they're putting into this final piece. So often people will collect art, or they'll buy art, or they'll just observe art, and they don't often necessarily think about the amount of labor that's gone into it. So for each of these products that you're making, about how long is the process to put these together and get them ready to be sold at an art show or at a market or in some other capacity?
So our big tote bag. So just the sewing. So you can see there's 2 points here that are hand sewn, and also on the other side. So just the sewing alone takes about an hour. If it's an easy stitch, some of the stitches take even more than that. So from start to finish, one of these tote bags takes the majority of the day. So we're really, you know, pushing it when we show up to an art show with 50, 60 bags. There's a lot of hours behind all of that work and a lot of thought and a lot of creativity, because, you know, being able to cut a tote and actually place the brand where you want it placed, and you know, we've got 36 colors. You can see the thread here that we use. We've got 36 colors that we have to, you know, kind of come up with designs for on the bags themselves. So it takes a large amount of time to make all the products that we do make.
We're joined by Yuliya Wolf and Kenzi Cieslinski on the Michigan Megacast. They are the co-owners of Wolf Leathers, joining us on the program today. Of course, they're going to be at the Ann Arbor Art Fair, which you can find more information on theannarborartfair.com. That's theannarborartfair.com. And so what did your journey begin to this becoming what you're doing for a living and getting into this kind of art?
Yeah, so my husband worked in the leather industry previous to this. Kenzi and I are actually both plant biologists, so we came from a weird background in that regard. But my husband had all the connections. He knew how to work with leather. He knew how to sew. And I basically got fed up with buying leather products that were falling apart. At the time, I was in grad school, and I was using this bag, and it broke literally the second day I had it. And I repaired it myself. And I was thinking, well, heck, if I can do that, maybe I should just make my own. So I did make one tote bag on my own, and it was very primitive, but it served its purpose. And when my husband saw how easy it was to do that, we actually started replicating. So every product that we have is something that one of the three of us actually needed. So we made it for ourselves first, and then we kind of just like multiplied from there. And we figured out along the way that color is our thing. So when you walk into our booth, you're not going to see a bunch of black and brown bags. You're going to see a lot of colorful items, because you can go and get a black or brown bag virtually anywhere. But from us, you're going to be getting something that's colorful, that's bright, and that's unique. And that's kind of become our thing from day one.
We're joined by Yuliya Wolf and Kenzi Cieslinski, co-owners of Wolf Leathers, joining us on the Megacast. More information on the Ann Arbor Art Fair, where you will find them and thousands of other artists this summer, July 21st through 23rd, at theannarborartfair.com. That's theannarborartfair.com for more information. And so many people, when they do their work, they say, I don't want to take my work home with me. Your work is literally at your home all the time. What is that like?
At this point, it's getting to be a little much. I mean, we have leather everywhere. This is actually our dining room. As you can see, it's not a dining room table, and it doesn't really have a dining room feel to it at this point. So it's kind of a running joke that wherever you turn, you trip over something leather at this point. So I think, you know, it's good that we can make everything here. It keeps our costs low, and we can pass that savings on to our customers. But you know, at the end of the day, we do as a team try and get away from all of this and have like team building, you know, activities and lunches, if you will, you know, outside of the house where we can kind of relax and step away from this.
And so the Ann Arbor Art Fair, it's a Midwest tradition. It's been going on for years. So many people are traveling in, artists and art lovers alike, from across Michigan and around the world to this particular art fair. How long have you been involved with the Ann Arbor Art Fair? Is this your first time there, or if you're returning, what brings you back?
So this is going to be my second time there. I honestly, I love Michigan all around. The customers there are awesome. The people that I met last year at the Ann Arbor Art Fair have been repeat clients of mine throughout the entire year now. I'm really excited to see them again and show them, the new products that we have, the new colors that we have. Honestly, it's the customers that do it for us. I'll keep coming back as long as I've got the great customers there.
More information on their website, wolfleathers.com. That's wolfleathers.com. Or you can find them on more information on them and other artists at the Ann Arbor Art Fair on theannarborartfair.com. And so come back to Michigan for this art fair. You appreciate Michigan art lovers and the Ann Arbor art lovers that keep coming out to this particular art fair and have been patronizing your business. Where is home?
So home for us is in Hartford, Wisconsin. So we're not too far from Ann Arbor, about 6 hours.
Yeah, it's a big Midwest art fair. So many people coming in. We talked to artists from Minnesota. We talked to artists from Michigan, talking to artists now, of course, from Wisconsin. It's great to have our neighbors coming in and appreciating not only Michigan, but Michigan appreciating our neighbors as well. And so for you, are art fairs pretty commonplace to find Wolf Leathers and your products? How often are you at art fairs, and where else do people tend to see you throughout the year?
Yeah, so we do about 40 art fairs a year. So we're all over the country. We go all the way south to Alabama. We go east, west. So we're kind of all over the place. If you can't find us at an art show, you can always feel free to reach out to us. It's always Kenzi or I that responds, either through email or calling or texting us. Feel free to always contact us. We'll personal shop with you. Keeping up on the website because we have a one-of-a-kind product is just hard to do because we have such a vast variety of items. So if you ever don't see something on the website that you'd like, feel free to reach out. We're happy to personal shop with you and find your perfect product for you.
More information and get in contact with them at wolfleathers.com. That's wolfleathers.com, or send them an email, wolfleathershartford@gmail.com. For more information, you can find them also July 21st through 23rd and ask them those questions in person at the Ann Arbor Art Fair. July 21st and 22nd, that's Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. for the art fair. And then Sunday the 23rd will be 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. Now that I've reoriented myself with how a calendar works. We'll continue on. We're with Yuliya Wolf and Kenzi Cieslinski from Wolf Leathers joining us on the Michigan Megacast. We have some of the products that we can see on the table with you and some of the materials that go into making them. What are some of the things that you will be featuring at this year's Ann Arbor Art Fair so people have a little bit of an idea of what they might be shopping with when they go by your booth?
So our tote is our main product. We will have plenty of totes to go around. We actually have a new product that we will be featuring. There is a leather travel case, so it's a clutch or toiletry case, whatever works for you. We'll have plenty of those there. We have some of our, reach down here, some of our actual wristlets that are nice and compact. And then we will also have our two different types of crossbodies. So we've got our 2D crossbody here, and then we have our envelope style fold over crossbody here as well. So all of these will be in a variety of colors at the Ann Arbor Art Fair, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Yuliya, Kenzi, before we let the two of you go, anything else we haven't discussed today about your products, about your business, or what you'll be doing at the Ann Arbor Art Fair this year?
No, I just hope to see everybody out there, former clients and new clients, and we're super excited to be there and meet everybody this year again.
We appreciate both of you being on. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.